What's going on again, guys? I almost forgot. I had another thing that came in the mail as well that I ordered. Like I told you in a previous video that I said that I love jigging. I'm not that great at it, but there's nothing like jigging and snagging a bass. So I ordered it from a company called Reaction Innovations, and they have some pretty wild lures or soft plastics for jigs and swim baits, and their names are just out of this world. So they sold me just off their color-based names. And when I got them in, I was actually surprised. I mean, they're really good quality, really bold but subtle colors. So I feel the way I fish in dark areas, everything I can find, that the color schemes are going to work perfect. And before I get into the craws that I got, because I've been fishing with Zoom craws for a while, so I'm going to try fishing these because I like their color schemes a lot better. They're not white and black. Like you get a blue and black craw from Zoom, it's on top, it's blue with flake, and then it looks like you put a ruler right there in the middle and then it's black. So if you want to flip it to get the blue down, I mean, they're not color blended real well in my opinion. They work really, really well, but I'm all, like I said, I'm all about trying new things. So first thing though is this swim bait. It's kind of a heavy action swim bait. It's got two tails like a craw, and the colors, you can't really see it. There you go. See that bright green, and it blends and it goes to a yellow. But it's called a Trixie Shad, and the color is Dirty Sanchez. And on the top, it's almost like a watermelon color, and on the bottom is that lime green. But it's got a really deep hook channel. Really deep hook channel. So whenever you got a big hook on there for those big fish, like a 4 or 5 aught, you on some craws or some swim baits or anything else, you have to, like a fluke, you have to set the hook a little bit below the plastic. So on these, I'm gonna try this hook channel without setting it and see how well it stays out of brush and how well it doesn't hook up into things. And if it does, I'll just use the traditional technique of doing the tip of the hook, that way it doesn't get hung up. This color is called Dirty Sanchez on this Trixie Shad. I got these craws in 2 colors, and they're called the Sweet Beaver 420s. These are the big ones. They had the mini beavers on that website, but I figured these are the size I usually fish with, or I like them. And they come with 4 tails, just like a regular craw does, almost like the Rage Craws from Strike King. So I'll probably leave these on here, try about 10 throws, 10 to 15 throws, and I'll cut them off and I'll try it again just to see what kind of action. But they also come with a perforated tail. See, it's got tabs. You can break it. It's light action, leave them attached, break it off. Medium action, get a little swim to it, and then you can break it off again in the middle, and then you have that heavy action of everything. And I bet these things, like I might even try cutting one in half and putting it on a jig just to have this as a trailer instead of a chunk, because this color scheme of the main vein is a really dark purple, like some finesse worms that I have, and it has a little bit of black in it, but again, just like that the Trixie Shad, it's a swirl of color, not just a white or black on top and bottom. It's mixed. And even if the light hits it a certain way, it's got a faint color of blue. So I think this will work really good in low light situations. That way when it hits it, it's gonna sit there and give it that pop. So I'll try this in some brush as well. I might even fish off a few points with it, sit here and drag the bottom, and then just jig it, pop it. My other color that I got, it's the same thing on the shad, but it's called the Donkey Punch. And it's my favorite color mixed with some yellow, that watermelon red and everything else. It's got the flake in it, but it's another swirl of brown and yellow. But the whole thing is metallic. Instead of having flake, it's a real faint metallic coating over the whole thing. But they're real rubbery, soft, lack of a better word, they're moist. They're fresh lures, I feel like. So these will last me a little while, and they come in packs. These come in packs of 10. The Trixie Shad come in packs of 7. But I'm gonna try these in all actions and everything else. I have nothing but time. I love fishing every day, so I can practice for tournaments and stuff. Hopefully I'll be able to get out on a tournament and wear some big old bass out with these things. But I love this metallic coating. I ordered another color that was on back order. It's called a Magic Swirl. and it is a very, very black and blue and metallic color. One that's the go-to color for me. I love black and blue, and I love watermelon red. So if I could, like every other fisherman says, if I could choose one color or two colors, the black and blue and the watermelon red with this little bit of yellow metallic in there is where it's at. But check them out. The packaging is often awesome, and I will let you know how much these works, and you'll get to see these on the water. You get to see the shad on the water. You get to see me using these on drop shots. I try everything on a drop shot here lately because they've been working amazingly. So stay tuned. I'll get you some live footage, and we'll catch some big fish.